All right, let's do it. Here is almost everything you need to know about the Queen's state funeral. I can tell you right now, we will have multiple videos about this, but this video is gonna run through the day and what happened at the state funeral itself. At exactly 10:44 a.m. London time, the Queen's coffin left Westminster Hall to head over to Westminster Abbey. It was pulled by 142 Royal Navy ratings, so these are non-officers. A lot of these are people who are just starting their career in the Royal Navy. They're within their first few months. Right behind the coffin were the Queen's 4 children, once again, and behind them we got another side-by-side moment for Prince William and Prince Harry. Once the coffin and procession arrived at Westminster Abbey, all of those people, except for Prince Andrew, were joined by their spouses. And Prince William was joined as well by his children, Prince George and Princess Charlotte. I know someone's gonna ask, why is Prince George wearing navy? All I can tell you is navy and black are both acceptable mourning colors as a child. It might have been thought that navy was more appropriate for him. Princess Charlotte did a great job. She is 7 years old, so I was afraid this would be too much for her, but she was amazing. And she got to wear a hat in public for the first time ever. George and Charlotte did walk between their parents, so this is Kate right here. We will do a whole video to look more closely at the fashion, but to hit the highlights here, Kate was wearing the Queen's pearl and diamond necklace, which she also wore to the funeral of Prince Philip. Meghan was also present. She and Harry did walk in the procession inside the Abbey. She was wearing a set of pearl and diamond earrings that were gifts to her for her wedding from the Queen. We will also do a whole video on the most important attendees at the funeral. Here were President Joe Biden and Dr. Jill Biden. Inside the Abbey, once the coffin had made its way down the aisle, you could kind of see the seating arrangement. Over here on the left side, you had the foreign royals. On the right side, you had the entire British royal family. The children here of the Queen were seated first in birth order, and then over here was Prince William. From there, it went in order of the succession. It wasn't all foreign dignitaries and government officials at this funeral. The Queen also had close friends there. This is a snapshot of the ladies of the Queen's household arriving at the service. These included Lady Susan Hussey, who was in the Queen's bubble with her during COVID, and her dresser, Angela Kelly, who has written 2 books that I highly recommend. Prince Andrew was the only person to walk kind of by himself in the procession, but Sarah Ferguson was at the service. She was seated right behind Kate Middleton, actually. Beatrice and Eugenie were also there with their husbands. They were seated behind Harry and Meghan. Another very personal aspect of the funeral were the flowers placed on top of the coffin. These were requested by King Charles, and they were picked from Buckingham Palace, Clarence House, and Highgrove.